Hey everyone, just wanted to do a recap of week one since it was rivalry week and go over just a few housekeeping items. So, not anything terribly exciting for this week, but I did want to at least put out a video. As I mentioned before the draft, my goal is to try to do these more often, maybe not every week, but every couple weeks. I figure this would be a good time to meet after week one, go over the scores, see where we are, and things like that. So, without further ado, I'm going to look at the scoreboard and we'll go down the schedule and see who did what and kind of have a little discussion around that. So, first off, I'll go from the bottom to the top in terms of like how my scoreboard is set up. So, we had Devin versus Liam, and I should mention, I think I mentioned already, but this is rivalry week, so I try to pin siblings or I think it's mostly siblings against each other. And, there's just a few leftover people who don't necessarily have a sibling, but I tried to basically make a rivalry out of it. So we did have Devin and Liam. Devin came out victorious, 128.24 to 110.66. So Devin starts out the year with a big W. His biggest performer was Dallas. I mean, I figured anyone who had Dallas in the lineup was probably going to win that week. But just looking at his scores, so yeah, Dallas put up 32 points. Holy crap. Stefon Diggs put up 21. Aaron Jones put up 25. So yeah, that was a huge day. But not to say that Liam by any means, he didn't go easily. He had a very good week as well. Ended up, if Devin didn't have three guys with over 20 points, probably would have pulled out the victory. But he had Calvin Ridley with 20. John Robinson with 17 and Justin Herbert with 20. So pretty evenly matched there. And then we had John Covney and Zach McClemens. And so John inched out a victory, 97 to 84.5. Looking here real quick, see if there's anything that stands out. Austin Eckler for the Chargers at almost 25 points. So that definitely put him over the top. And Zach had a pretty well-rounded week. Couple down weeks for like Jalen Hurts, Josh Jacobs, Damian Pierce. Didn't quite meet up to their potential. But Justin Jefferson put in a good week. And so did Tutu Atwell, I should say. Put in good weeks for him. So, oh, wait, I had that backwards. That was Zach. Oh, wow. Okay. So Zach. That's where it went wrong. Okay. So Ty Conklin for the Jets wasn't projected much, projected at 5 points, only got less than 1 point, 0.7. So that puts you back when you have a player who doesn't really live up to any of the hype. Steelers defense wasn't great. His kicker was under. So despite a couple high points for different guys, John was able to eke out the victory there. Then we have Rich and Bob Curtis. Rich handily won 112.5 to 72.6. Look in there. Actually, it tells you the main scores right on the main page. So for Bob / the Old Man Brain Trust, Mike Evans put in 15, Green Bay had 14, and Josh Allen had 9 points. The fact that that's a top performer says a lot about your week. Christian McCaffrey for Rich had 25, almost 25. The Jets defense had 20 points, and who is this? Jake Elliott for the Eagles had 18 points as well. So pretty resounding victory there. The closest of all the matchups was Josh Bloom and Bob Feeney. So cousins-in-law, I think, nephew, uncle-in-law. I'm not quite sure how all that works. But this one was within 4 points. So Josh had 79 points on the dot, and Bob, in his very first ever fantasy football spot in our league, at least, had 75.8. For Josh, the Eagles defense did well. Ramondre Stevenson for the Patriots and Alexander Madison for the Vikings, all within 12 points, like right around 12 points. Excuse me. Bob Feeney actually had a very good week. Kirk Cousins with 16 points. Nick Chubb with 14.7, and the 49ers defense with 12 points. Despite all of that, let me go in here real quick. There was just, it's, like under 4 points. And Josh even won without Aaron Rodgers. So he started Aaron Rodgers, of course, got injured, didn't get anyone any points. So despite all of that, did eke out in victory. But looking at Bob's team, Bob also had a 0 with Dallas Goedert. So did not put up any points. So that kind of canceled each other out. So, but good week. I love to see those close games. And then we had Eric and Matt. Eric resoundingly lost, or resoundingly won, I should say. Matt put up a stinker of a week, only managed 53.9 points. Eric had 118.1, which is to say that Eric won by more than twice Matt's score. Eric had a great week. Sam Howell had 15 points. Tony Pollard had 21 points, actually. Tyreek Hill, almost 40 points, 39 points. And DK Metcalf with 12. So that helps him get well over 100 points. For Matt, a bunch of zeros. So Rashad Penny had 0 points. T. Higgins had 0 points. And Graham Gano, the kicker for the Giants, also had 0 points. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So Matt's got to do some waiver wire pickups this week, and hopefully can put in a better performance next week. But last, but certainly not least, Lori Beth, defending champion of the league. Can't believe I'm saying that. Put up a bit of a fight. Had a couple really good players. She had Rashid Shaheed, which is one of my favorite names in the NFL, put up 28 points. And Tyler Bass, the kicker for the I almost said the Sabres, for the Bills, had 13 points. However, with Elijah Mitchell only getting 1 point and Antonio Gibson only get 2.5 points, as well as Joe Burrow. Everyone saw Joe Burrow go down in flames. That kind of hurt her chances. Not to say that I crushed it by any means. I only put up 89 points, but I did win by 16-ish. Lamar Jackson had a stinker of a week. Terry McLaurin had a stinker of a week. I just got lucky with Derrick Henry and Travis Etienne and Michael Pittman. That's kind of what put me over the edge. So congratulations to everyone who won. It's only week 1, though, so hopefully no one's making any brash moves this quickly into the season. So one thing I wanted to mention, this came up inside conversations. It's not something that's publicly brought up, but something I want to talk about. So it happened week 1 on the opening game, the Chiefs, and I forget who the Chiefs played. But obviously Travis Kelce didn't play. And the team that has Travis Kelce, you can do the math here. One person on that team was in a meeting, and someone else who I had designated as an owner wasn't able to log in and actually make the change to take Travis Kelce out of the lineup. And I didn't find out about it for like another day or two. Maybe it was the next day. So there's not much I can do at that point, like after the game is played. But however, this is just me saying, if you're ever having issues logging in or anything like that, the sooner you can reach out to me, the better. I have 0 reservations. 5 minutes, I'll say up until 5 minutes before the game, even like as the game starts, if it's like the kickoff had just started or it's the first drive and a guy is not gonna play and you just can't get to your app or whatever, or you have someone else looking for you, don't hesitate to reach out and just say like, hey, could you bench this player for me? And I'll just bench them. I won't put in anyone else, and I'll just bench them, and you can figure it out later. So I just want to bring that up because it would not have changed the outcome of that game had Travis Kelce been benched and another player put in. The team that this happened to lost by like 40 points. So either way, even if they change up their whole lineup, I don't think they could have won. But I just want to put out there that I'm more than happy to do that for you. Just put someone on the bench. That way you can go in whenever you have the time later on and fix your lineup. So trying to think what else. So rivalry week will actually be, so it was week 1 and then I think it's 14. Whatever the last week of the regular season is. Yeah, 14. So we're going to go the whole season without playing your rival again. And the way the schedule's set up is, if you remember, we have 3 divisions of 4 teams. So you're going to play your division week 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do everyone plays everyone else. So weeks 4 through 11 will be you play every other team not in your division once. And then weeks 12, 13, and 14 will be again against your division in reverse order, I think. So I think I have weeks 3 and 12 will be the same, weeks 2 and 13 will be the same, and weeks 1 and 14 will be the same in terms of who you play. So again, just be sure to check your schedule. I know it's happened before. I didn't catch it that you played someone 3 times or someone you're not supposed to twice. So just be sure to check your lineups and your schedules and let me know if anything else comes up. One last thing as I think of it, there is a game tonight. It's the Vikings and Eagles, so make sure you get your lineup set for that game. And again, let me know if anything comes up. Trying to keep this fairly short, so hopefully I'll talk to you guys in a few weeks. And best of luck here on out.